Hello there, welcome to the program today with me, Sonia Okojira. And quickly now, we're going to be talking about this one that is indeed very, very interesting and exciting: intimacy. Mm. Now, this topic, intimacy, for some persons means a lot of things. But what we're going to be talking about today is intimacy in a sexual way. We'll be right back after now. All right, good to have you back on the program today. So we're talking intimacy, or like I said before, we're going to be looking at the pros and the cons of intimacy. Are there cons to it? Are there pros to it? We're going to be talking about all of that. Now, first off, we'll talk about intimacy before marriage and then intimacy in marriage. Some persons, when, obviously got intimate before marriage, and by intimate now in this regard, I'm talking about having sex, having physical knowledge of their partner before married, and of course when they eventually get married they continue. It's not new anymore anyway. So intimacy now for some persons is restricted by definition or interpretation to just sex, the man and the woman coming together, like I would say, to do praise the Lord. But intimacy goes beyond that. And I think one reason why most relationships and marriages in Africa today, have this issue, this very big problem, is the lack of intimacy. Some persons before marriage, here the man needs intimacy here and there, but once they get married, it's lost. And when intimacy is lost, before you know it, it begins to breed other problems in the home. And before you know it, divorces here, and there begin to happen. So some persons want to say, I lost interest in my wife and that's why I have a side chick. Or some persons want to say, I lost interest in my husband, even if I do not have a side cock. I just use that. Even if I do not have a side cock, but still, I'm not feeling him anymore. I'm just here for my children. I'm just enduring the marriage, not enjoying it and all of that. And that's not supposed to be. Now, intimacy is something that's supposed to be given and be received. What do I mean? Being intimate, like I said before, is not restricted to just the definition of having sex, just the action. Intimacy here means everything before the main action. Some persons will call it the climax of the whole thing, before the last fight in an action movie. If you're the type that likes watching action movie, intimacy is everything, the suspense that builds up just before the main fight, if you want to call it that way, just before the main action of the day. And then after the main action, intimacy is also that thing that happens afterwards. So intimacy talks about before sex, during sex, and after sex. So intimacy is not just sex time, it is before sex, pre-sex, sex, and post-sex. Now, when you're intimate to your partner, you listen to your partner. You want to hear them talk. When your partner is unhappy, being intimate here in this case means you are the person the partner is comfortable sharing his thoughts or her thoughts with. You are there to listen, you're there to give a shoulder. And even when your partner is going gaga sometimes, we have very funny people around us. When your partner, being real at a particular situation, your partner is talking to you about, your partner is wrong, or your partner is just being hyper, or being overreactive and all of that, but you're calm, you listen, you understand your partner's views, you allow them vent on you, and then you're like, okay, you take it slow, you talk to the person, you make your partner feel relaxed, you make your partner feel okay, you make your partner feel valued, you make your partner know that you understand his emotions or her emotions at that point. That's being intimate. And then, of course, you find a way to also let your partner know the truth. Because I will always say, I'm always up for being honest every time. But there's some cases where being honest, you've got to manage it. You've got to manage your bluntness and all of that. So being intimate in this case can also mean your partner is in the kitchen making dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. You walk in there like, baby, what are you doing? And then, can I help you with this? Rather than even ask, you just like, okay, I think you want to do this one next. Can I just do it for you? Or you just get it, baby, can I? And your babe goes, oh, thank you so much. She feels loved. She feels valued. And the other way too, because I know some men that likes, being in the kitchen all day long. So, and if you are the type of woman that's got yourself that kind of man, sister, you are lucky. You get into the kitchen, please help out. That's being intimate. That's sharing moments together. Your partner is seeing a movie. You do not necessarily like the kind of genre of movie your partner is seeing, but because you want to improve the intimacy in the relationship, you've got to sit your butt down with your partner, see the movie together, and try to enjoy it halfway. Even if you can't enjoy all the way, just enjoy some part of the movie and smile your partner, ask questions. You're talking about the movie, you engage in your partner, you're being intimate. You're also being intimate when you give gifts. You cannot take away giving from intimacy. You cannot tell me you're in a relationship, you love your husband, you love your wife, or you love your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your fiance, whatever title you want to give to a relationship. You can't tell me you love the person, you're intimate with the person, and you're not giving anything. It's not going to work. You've got to give something. It can be anything. Personally, for instance, I'm not the flower girl. African ladies, Nigerians in particular, we don't want to hear the word, baby, can I gift you flowers? The kind of eyes will pick you up and down with first. You would just not even bother to even get to the flower shop, you know. But I don't mind, even if I'm not necessarily the flower girl, but if I see flowers being given to me by my partner, of course I want it. And then the next day comes, it has a box of chocolates. Voila. It comes another day and it says, oh babe, I noticed that, or you can also do it to your boyfriend or your husband as well. You notice that, oh babe, I think the perfume you're wearing now is running out. I got you this bottle. I guess you like black opium or whatever else the name is. You just get something for your man or for your lady, and like the lady goes, oh okay, you got me Valentino, you got me good girl, and those little moments when you exchange those gifts, you give to your girlfriend, you give to your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, you're like, oh, she's thinking about me, he's thinking about me, I'm valued, I'm loved, I'm cherished. That's intimacy. And all of this builds up the emotions inside of you, leading to the bedroom. Imagine having received a beautiful gift, having received assistance in the kitchen, having received support, having received that call from the office. Hi, baby, I'm still at the office, we're busy, but I just thought about you and I just thought to check on you. Like, oh, having done all of those sex, which is part of the intimacy we're talking about, and then it gets to the sex proper, which is an intimate moment as well. Trust me, the kind of explosion, the explosion of feelings that's gonna come when you kiss. It's not gonna be the regular kiss. It's not gonna be the make a kiss, make a they come out. It's not gonna be that vibe. It's not gonna be that to fulfill all righteousness because he's my husband. I can't say no to him. Open, finish, and close. It's not going to be that type. Every part of the body, the touch, the hug, the kisses, everything makes sense. Everything has a meaning. Everything makes sense. Everything, I don't even want to talk about it, but the sex becomes beautiful. It becomes real love making. And at the end of the day, after the explosion, you also post sex now, you don't just hurry up. Of course, you want to wash up or whatever else you want to do. I don't know. Some of us, they have different reasons why we, quickly have to run to the bathroom and a lot of stuff. When you do all of that, you need to cuddle. You get back in bed, you cuddle, touching his chest, or he's rubbing your hair, he's talking to you, he's asking you questions, he's trying to know how you're feeling, and then he sleeps right next to you, not just finishing the sexting and he's carried his trousers and is out of the house or out of the, come on, that's not being intimate. So intimacy starts from before, during, and afterwards. So if you have been thinking that you've been intimate but just doing the do, that's not intimacy. Intimacy is a whole lot and it takes a lot of commitment. I hope today you will intentionally make sure that you're more intimate with your partner, and maybe, just maybe, that divorce that is about to happen is not going to happen because you're going to find a way to reignite the passion of intimacy in your home and relationship. I'm Sonia Ohodiro. Bye for now till I see you again.